Wailad Shilla pledges major investments and cautions youth against drug mafias. Khasi Students' Union raises alarm on cement units, files report with Industries Department. Prime Minister Narendra Modi participates in the IBSA leaders meet at the G20 summit. And Lakshya Sen clinches the Australian Open 2025 to secure the first title of the year. To begin our news bulletin, here are the local stories. The Seng Khasi community marked 125 years of Sengkutsnem, commemorating the historic movement founded in 1899 by 16 Khasi youths to preserve their indigenous faith, culture and language. Thousands dressed in traditional attire joined a grand procession from Madan Yoringhep to Waking Ground in Jayao, showcasing folk music and tableau that highlighted Khasi traditions. Assistant General Secretary Rangba Paya Baskhem Sunrem urged the community to uphold dignity, heritage and values, reminding all of their cultural legacy and the need to safeguard it for future generations.
Ketika seni kepemerintah ketika apply trik jong lai wing sira kenjo kum keseng cak jingdap suspa terusnya kemudian gunung kamat kaba kerpang kamu ibu Andre kadairu kas seni kaba ni penwai no dan ni penhap perdana ya kejing raki dap suspa translam kaba ngiraki hanu muslim boro silenter pada keju kupor ketika seni kepemerintah ini kejing keren na ki rurang ba But juru ya ki jingpeni ya ka deiti turai haka wai ka siau kaput ketem bersumpah terda.
Sports and Youth Affairs Minister Wailad Shilla on Saturday cautioned that drug mafias are increasingly targeting Meghalaya, noting that 60% of the state's population is under 35. Speaking at the inauguration of a futsal turf and a basketball court in Mauprem, he highlighted government efforts in youth development, including the Meghalaya Outstanding Sportsperson Direct Appointment Policy to provide jobs to medal winners in the national and Asian Games. Shilla announced that the department's budget has crossed 400 crore rupees and revealed plans for a new football stadium in Shillong. Local MLA Paul Lingdo said the new facilities will nurture fresh talent, while former Sports Minister Shaklyar Warjri emphasized the role of sports in discipline and personality development. The event concluded with a friendly futsal match between Shillong Lajong FC and Langsning FC.
Ka state Meghalaya ka jongi kadai ka state kabadang rit lane ka very young state kumba 60% na kinong shong shnong jong ka state ka jongi kidai below 35 years of age tengis ngau tho bangi don shibon ya ki khon samla balai ni bon ni kini kijing one room jong u drugs hapo ka state ka jongi balai kini ki drugs supplier ki target ya ke state ke jongi namar ni don ya kita ki khon samla ya kata ka high numbers jong ki khon samla po ke state bat ke sarkar ni sneu thop ha ya kani na kata ka daw lada pipek yaki policy ki jongi, yaki schemes ki jongi, maximum they are youth related.
Education Minister and Amlarem MLA Lakshman Rimboy conducted a site inspection for the proposed mini secretariat aimed at streamlining administrative services and improving governance in the region. The site, located opposite the sub-divisional office, was reviewed with officers and engineers from the PWD Building Division, alongside community members who shared their inputs. This initiative follows Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma's announcement during the Golden Jubilee of the Amlarem Civil Subdivision, committing to establish the mini secretariat to enhance transparency, efficiency and accessibility of government services. The project is expected to strengthen the administration's connection with citizens and make essential services more accessible to the people of Amlarem and its surrounding areas. Donald V. Thaba, General Secretary of the Khasi Students' Union, better known as the KSU Central Executive Committee, spoke to DD News after a program in Wapung Circle where awards were distributed to students and new office bearers took oath. Thaba highlighted complaints against cement plants in East Jaintia Hills, citing exploitation of locals, limited job opportunities and environmental impacts. He noted that under the Meghalaya State Investment Promotion and Facilitation Act, 90% of non-managerial posts must be reserved for locals, and the KSU has filed a report with the Department of Commerce and Industries to verify compliance.
Function ke sarkar ke lapas dengan ke MSIPF Act, Meghalaya State Investment Policy and Facilitation Act. Kadang polisi juga ni ke act orang bagi non-managerial post first 3 years. Jadi benda managerial post kan benda 50% dan 75%. Non-managerial post pada kan benda 90%. Jadi based on that pada nak kalian ke issue ngidang hati ni kendiat tayo mila ada file ke FIR apa Department of Commerce and Industries. Kena begini ke jengkang hatu ini ki cement plants ki board ne mi kita ki kendor juga ni polisi juga MSIPF Act. Kata ka bamud 90% non-managerial post but 25% managerial post. Di hadu mentar ngidang up ke RTI dekat dengan padio ke RTI nginem pala balong ke action ka banin sim nomor ng padio ke report.
The Khasi Students' Union Wapung Circle organised the Uwa Tep Kandait Memorial Achievers Award 2025 ceremony, honouring 43 achievers and 1 sports awardee for their academic and extracurricular success. The event also featured the oath-swearing ceremony of new office bearers for the 2025 to 2028 term. Chief guest Donald V. Thaba, General Secretary of KSU CEC, urged students to work hard, preserve Khasi culture and strive for excellence while stressing the need for local bureaucrats in Meghalaya. Other dignitaries present included Assistant General Secretary Ruben A. Najjar and Streamly N. Suchen, President of EJHDU, among others.
Birokrat ni apa jelas jungi mentala bun ibang isu export back negeri di jelas. Lah selembah iklim yo su DIS, DIPS. Pakani kalau ke EDA ke babu ya ke jek menriu ke jungi ke jingmang. Namar ladeng yo hi dalam kejong di birokrat kamu isu tu ya kata ke local sentiment. Henrik benabar ke jenjar bah bikin stu ya ke local sentiment. Tolong mapi kita ki keluar ki batang sai. But haka juga keluar tolong mapi kita ki banra ya kadang musa ka ban tebe jing sai ban yalam pat di pardo persnam apo slong jong ki haki imlang salang bro kawai badia kari bakajak ke jongi.
Members of the Hanyotrep Youth Council HYC Umle unit, along with the Nongkasen unit, chased and apprehended a non-local pickup van driver after his vehicle allegedly knocked down and injured a 5-year-old of Tesau Klem village. The driver was intercepted at a police checkpoint after fleeing the scene. The injured child was rushed to Markasa PHC and later referred to Negram's Hospital Shillong for advanced treatment. HYC Umle Unit President Sevenson Paryong condemned the reckless driving and demanded strict police action, including medical and compensation expenses, to be borne by the driver.
Maka di accident ru ada kawai ka accident ba ong nak ba long serius ha bai ni nak la dia kejap de nomor kita ni ke seng ni melak mati snap hadin ka tugat ne ni la be ne kali ban galap ne kali balap sange hang ne ko check post la ne police post ka badan ne ko ti sau de nomor kita ni kerpat bakin ai speed breaker la ne kita ki lat ban jingada ban pensuki kali bagi melak penyak stat la ne bagi nyat stat ya kali.
And now, stories from the Northeast. The Citizen Action Party, or the CAP, held a day-long protest at the District Administrative Centre opposing re-employment of service extensions in government offices. Led by Albert Gurung, CAP members highlighted their demand for fair opportunities and transparency in administrative practices.
Senior leaders, press fraternity बाट पाल्नुहुने अति आदरणीय पत्रकार महोदयहरूलाई पनि मेरो सम्बोधनमा राख्न चाहन्छु। आज 22 तारिख यसै
Tripura Chief Minister Dr. Manik Saha attended the 31st Tri-Pedicon Annual State Conference of the Indian Academy of Pediatrics. The event featured a keynote speech by the Chief Minister, highlighting the importance of pediatric healthcare and the role of medical professionals in strengthening child health services across the state.
And also request a book that was written by Dr. Ashutosh Dotto and her daughter Dr. Amrita Dotto. আমি অনুরোধ রাখবো আরো একবার মাননীয় মুখ্য অতিথি মাননীয় মুখ্যমন্ত্রী মহোদয়ের কাছে এবং অন্যান্য অতিথিদের কাছে আবরণ উন্মোচনের মধ্য দিয়ে।
Moving on to national stories. Prime Minister Narendra Modi attended the India-Brazil-South Africa leaders meeting on the sidelines of the G20 summit in Johannesburg, South Africa. The trilateral forum brings together three major democracies and emerging economies from Asia, South America and Africa to discuss shared developmental priorities and strengthen cooperation. Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan today attended the centenary celebrations of Sri Satya Sai Baba at the SSS Hillview Stadium in Puttaparthi, Andhra Pradesh. Praising Baba as a global symbol of peace, love and selfless service, he highlighted the enduring relevance of Baba's messages, love all, serve all and help ever, hurt never. The Vice President noted that Sri Satya Sai Baba dedicated his life to uplifting humanity beyond barriers of caste, religion and nationality while upholding the values of truth, righteousness, peace, love and non-violence.
She doesn't know any other language other than Tamil. She doesn't know how to read in Tamil also. But she has started from my home in Tirupur, and I don't know how she has reached here, and she stayed here for 15 days without knowing any other language. And she brought the Sai Baba's blessings to our family in the 1964 or 65. Why I am telling this? This is the great divine power of Bhagavan Sri Sati Sai Baba to bring everybody from all over the world to this holy place, Puttaparthi.
The 56th International Film Festival of India, or the IFFI, entered day 4 with high spirits for cine lovers. The day began on a patriotic note with the screening of filmmaker Dimple Dugar's Lokmata Devi Ahilyabai, produced by the Madhya Pradesh government to mark the 300th birth anniversary of the legendary Malwa ruler. Madhya Pradesh's Additional Chief Secretary Sheo Shekhar Shukla invited filmmakers to the state, assuring both administrative and financial support. The screening, directed by a female filmmaker, also reflects Prime Minister Modi's vision of Nari Shakti. Let's move on to international stories. Prime Minister Narendra Modi proposed 6 major initiatives at the G20 Leaders Summit in Johannesburg, South Africa. These include Global Traditional Knowledge Repository, G20 Africa Skills Multiplier Initiative, Global Healthcare Response Team, Countering the Drug Terror Nexus, Critical Minerals Circularity Initiative and Open Satellite Data Partnership. Modi emphasized that these initiatives reflect India's vision of inclusive growth, sustainability and global cooperation. On the sidelines of the G20 summit in Johannesburg, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Anthony Albanese and Mark Carney announced the Australia-Canada-India Technology and Innovation Partnership. The initiative aims to deepen collaboration in emerging technologies, clean energy, resilient supply chains and critical minerals. Leaders emphasized that the partnership will strengthen cooperation across 3 continents, supporting innovation and sustainable growth. Coming up is sports news. Indian shuttler Lakshya Sen clinched the Australian Open 2025 men's singles crown, defeating Japan's Yushi Tanaka 21-15, 21-11 in the final. This marks Sen's first title of the year and his biggest win since the Canada Open 2024, ending a long wait for a top-tier triumph. The 2021 World Championships bronze medalist had last lifted a Super 300 title in Lucknow in 2024 and came close at the Hong Kong Super 500 earlier this year, finishing runner-up.
He's done it. 21-16 in the third, 85 minutes on court. What an epic encounter. Lakshya Sen makes his first final. 17-21, 24-22, 21-16. And he is through to his first final of 2025.
Team India delivered a commanding performance at the P. Sara Oval, defeating Australia by 9 wickets to secure a place in the final of the first Women's T20 World Cup cricket for the blind. Earlier, India overpowered the USA in match 6, chasing down 61 runs in just 3.3 overs. India's unbeaten run highlights their dominance, with Basanti Hansda and Kaur earning Player of the Match honours for their stellar contributions. And now for the weather. First, let's look at the report in Tura, where the minimum temperature was 16 degrees Celsius and the maximum at 23 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity was 71%. Moving on to Shillong, minimum temperature is 10 degrees Celsius with the maximum at 18 degrees Celsius and relative humidity of 78%. Meanwhile, in Juwai, the minimum temperature was 10 degrees Celsius with the maximum at 19 degrees Celsius and relative humidity at 78%. The forecast in Tura, Shillong and Juwai indicate dry weather is most likely. And for our viewers who may have missed out, here is a recap of today's top stories. Sengkhasi celebrates milestone anniversary, calls for preservation of culture. Sports Minister Wailad Miki Shilla pledges major investments, cautions youth against drug mafias. Khasi Students' Union raises alarm on cement units, files a report with the Industries Department. Prime Minister Narendra Modi participates in the IBSC leaders meet at the G20 summit. And Lakshya Sen clinches the Australian Open 2025 to secure the first title of the year. That brings us to the end of today's news edition. Thank you for watching. We'll be back same time tomorrow. Until then, have a good evening.